Hey, this is Pete from Abstract Ocean. Today we're going to be installing our 9H screen protectors. This is our Generation 3 product, so we've made a couple of changes. The main one being that we now have an installation guide. That's patent pending. It snaps around the edge of the Model 3 screen and just kind of guides you when you're putting on the screen protector, so it makes it super easy. Just about anyone can do it. So with that, we're going to jump in the car and show you how it works. Alright, so we're inside the car. We're going to install the matte screen protector since it's easier to see on camera. So I guess the first thing to do, we have a screen protector already on here, so we sometimes get asked about how to remove that. So I'll show you real quick. All you need to do is kind of grab a corner with your fingernails and then very carefully just pry it back. And then just pop it off like that. It comes off really easy. If you do happen to crack it, I mean, you can see it's fairly flexible anyway, but if you do crack it when you're peeling it away, it doesn't matter. There's a PT film over the top of it anyway, or in one of the layers, so it'll stop it from shattering into a lot of fragments. So that's how you remove the old one. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we've got the air pretty low. It's pretty hot here. Ideally, you should have the air completely off. You need to do everything you can to minimize dust movement and dust generation inside the car, so make sure no kids, dogs, chinchillas, anything like that, keep that out of the car. And then, as I say, turn the air off if you can. If it's super hot, then just keep it pretty low and send it down to your feet, so you're minimizing the airflow up here. And the first thing we're going to do, so we have our regular kit, so we still have the tape in here if you want to use the hinge method. Which is where we kind of put 3 or 4 pieces of tape across the top and just kind of layer the screen down. If you want to do that, we'll link down below to the video for that. But in this video, we're going to show using our installation template. So we're going to use the wet wipe and the dry wipe from the kit. We'll start with the wet wipe. And we're going to put the screen into the screen cleaning mode. So hit your car, hit your display, and then screen clean mode. So obviously this screen is pretty clean. We just took a protector off, but this still doesn't hurt. The wet wipe, one, removes dust, of course, but also helps kill some of the static as well. So we definitely want that. But take your time. Every stage, look for dust, make sure there's nothing there. Then we'll kind of get the dry wipe just to polish it. Okay, so the other thing in the pack are these dust grabbers. We use these. I can see a couple of bits on there anyway, but just dot and dab with these. Don't drag them across the screen because you'll leave some of the low tack adhesive behind. But really just use these to pick up any little bits of dust that are on the screen, and we'll do this another time before we actually apply the screen protector. But for now, that looks pretty good. So the next thing is our patent pending installation template. There's a top and a bottom. Top is marked up, and we use this. We just snap it onto the screen. So just kind of snap it over the corners like that, and this is going to be our installation guide for the screen. And then we're going to grab the screen itself. Okay. So to orientate the screen, so the sticker marks the back of the top left corner. And we're going to take a practice run at this real quick so we understand the technique. But what we need to do is just sort of drop it into the bottom of the installation template here. And then all we're going to do is just let the screen protector just lean back onto the screen, and then that'll grab. Things to watch for, once you've got it in here, keep a hand underneath, just in case it slips out for any reason. So keep a hand underneath. As you're tipping it back, just look along this edge, make sure you're right at the edge of the screen. Obviously the glass itself is a perfect fit, so once it's on, it should be virtually invisible to anybody that looks. So that's the basic technique. Having done that, we're going to take another look at the screen, make sure there's no more dust that's appeared. I think we're pretty good. And we're going to peel this off. This is kind of a fiddly operation, so just be careful. Don't touch the back of the screen protector with your fingers. Obviously you can touch the bit with the film on, but just peel that back. This whole thing is a nice man-made static mess. So as we've done this, we're going to take one last check for any dust that may have appeared, but I think we're good. So as we said, just drop it into the bottom there. Check your edges, make sure you're in the right spot, and then just let it fall back onto the screen. And then you'll see the screen starting to grab and just spread. Okay, so we'll kind of help it along once it's done. Alright, perfect. So we're going to pop this off. Get it out there, let it finish going that way. Alright, so great news. We have a piece of dust there. So what we're going to do is grab a dust grabber. And we're just going to peel this back. Now I don't know whether it's on the glass or the screen, but we're going to assume it's a screen as a first go. Alright, perfect. And there you go. So that's how you remove any pieces of dust if you have any, but generally speaking pretty straightforward. And then once you're done, just press and hold to exit. Count down to 3, 2, 1. And there you go. So this is our map protector. If for any reason at all the screen starts acting a little crazy afterwards, just reboot the car. That takes care of any issues. The screen should self-calibrate with a reboot anyway. That doesn't happen often, but it does occasionally happen. So, but definitely no big deal. The screen is no different to a cell phone, so it works just the same way. You can see it's just as responsive. Everything's acting as it should. All right, thank you for watching. That's our 9H screen protector for Model 3.